Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Matt. We're doing another pick a card today. Today we are doing what do you need to know right now? So as always, tune in, center yourself, take 3 deep breaths. We'll take a moment and you can choose your pile, whichever one you feel drawn to. Here we have pile 1, the Psychic Tarot with the Rose Quartz. Pile 2, we have the True Black Tarot with the Amethyst. Pile 3, we have the Holographic Rider-Waite with the Selenite wand. So I'll give you a moment, and or you could pause the video, and we'll get going. Hi there, Pile 1. So you chose the Rose Quartz with the Psychic Tarot here. So today we are asking, what do you need to know right now? These messages are going to be from your higher self, spirit, however you would like to label it. And we're just going to see what wants to come through for you for your highest good. I've already saged myself, the decks, and I've shuffled already, but we're just going to, what wants to come through for pile 1? Okay. So we have partnership and alliances. Too many. What wants to come through from my pile 1? Okay. Patience and planning. Sorry, I gotta show the card. What wants to come through for my pile 1, God? What do they need to hear right now? Okay, so we have trapped in fear. And we have the third eye chakra. Bottom of the deck, we have fertility. So, and you know what? I'm gonna take that bottom card and put it at the top here. All right, now I'm just gonna take a second and tune in with the energies presenting themselves here. Okay, so the first message coming through with this, I'm looking at the light coming through here. You definitely have voices from the higher realms coming through and communicating with you right now. They're asking for stillness within yourself at this present moment. They're trying to help you bring down any high-strung energy and really calm the nervous system with this healing golden light that you see coming down. But it also feels like you're receiving messages that might seem like your own thoughts, but it's actually your guides communicating with you. It's your inner voice. You know, when we say our guides, that is just honestly another way of saying that inner voice that you have, because you are your guides and your guides are you. In those higher dimensions, we are all one. So this voice coming through is like the inner divine nurturer that's working with you to heal you and develop you and evolve you and move you forward. So in the traditional tarot, this is the 7 of Pentacles, which talks about waiting for the progress to unfold naturally and organically. But there's, I don't know, this is an earth card, right? But there's something very celestial about this earth card, even with the stars here. And I was feeling this earlier with the spread here, that you're having like, I don't know if you have experience directly with ET or alien energy and frequency, if you've interacted with that before, or if you have any interest in that, but this is what's coming through, this cosmic ET type of energy that's communicating with you now. So all you need to do is be open to hearing that without fear, because there is fears here. There is something that might be preventing you from fully receiving divine guidance at this time. You know, here with the third eye card coming up, that also speaks on incredible psychic abilities and psychic development that's occurring within you right now. So with this process, you might be experiencing things that might come across as freaky or synchronistic, or, you know, uncanny premonitions, that type of thing. Maybe there's an element of fear when it comes to fully stepping into this, into your abilities that, you know, have always been there. It's these are natural abilities. You know, we call them supernatural abilities, but they're actually very natural. It's just the very human 3D earth realm programming, the culture, religious programming, societal programming, I mean, atheistic programming, all of it, that can make this psychic awakening and development seem freaky and other, and just maybe not something that you would initially choose to fully embrace within yourself. Maybe you think, oh yeah, other people are psychic, but not me. You know, I'm hearing mediumship coming through. So it's like, but these voices, it's like you can't really escape them, because your soul, this opening in your soul that's happening, it's like the light's coming through, and the light, as the light hits you, it's just this knowing that you have these abilities, that you have this capacity within you. I don't know why I'm getting like, maybe you've experienced headaches, migraines, sharp pains just in your forehead area, potentially. This can have to do with that psychic awakening, different areas of your brain being activated. Maybe this is causing distress or something. Maybe you don't know what that is connected to or related to. Especially right now when we're having so much light hitting the planet, it's like it's causing ascension symptoms, and that can result in headaches and migraines and stuff like that. But normally that pain persists if you're resisting it, if you're fearful of it, and if you try to mask it with like pills or, you know, whatever. It's like there's something greater happening with that. And if you invite it in and open up to it and soften around that energy, that's the energy that's activating in that chakra around, you know, between your eyes, above your eyes, and like between your forehead, you know, third eye. It's like if you can soften to that, receive that, you'll experience an opening with less resistance and possibly less pain. This is just what's coming through. Take it as it resonates, as always. Yeah. These two cards might also have to do with just your future in general, and you know, you feeling perhaps limited in your vision of your future from where you currently stand. Although, you know, third eye is talking about that vision. Maybe you do see potential future pathways for you, but there's just fear that might be holding you back from stepping into the version of yourself that is aligned with that future. I mean, right now, maybe it is a time where stillness is the best thing, where just kind of the envisioning of what's next is the very thing that will bring it in. You know, it also feels like keep your eyes open right now for opportunities and openings around you with people, with connections and relationships. That's particularly what's coming through with this Partnerships and Alliances card. Normally in the tarot, this is the Three of Wands card, which when I look at the Three of Wands, I don't normally think of partnerships and alliances, but that's just what it is in this deck. So we're going to interpret it that way. But Three of Wands is also a waiting card. It can be like waiting for the ships to come in. You see them on the horizon and you're just waiting for them to dock, right? But these opportunities and openings do feel connected to relationships and connections around you. This is a networking card. And there's a very supportive energy coming through here. So know that you are supported, not just by the celestial beings all around you who never leave your side, but supported by the people around you. And I'm feeling like new people that have yet to arrive or are kind of in your orbit, but you know, the relationship's still anchoring and grounding. And it's just be present with where you are and don't rush the process of these things, but just pay attention and pay attention to how you feel around people, how you feel with certain opportunities that come up, and understand that even with positive opportunities, positive new connections, there may be fears that come up, right? Because sometimes we have an aversion to things that are actually good for us because they're moving us outside of our comfort zone. Sometimes it feels safer and more familiar in this dark kind of in the sanctuary, quote unquote, of this prison, this self-imposed mental prison that we're in. It feels safer sometimes because we know what to expect, even if that's nothing, right? So just allow yourself to feel fearful moving forward in your life. Allow yourself to become comfortable with discomfort, because as you're moving into the future, as you're opening up to new energies, that those new energies are going to stretch you a little bit. They're meant to expand you. These new partnerships and alliances coming in for you are meant to expand you. These gifts that you're connecting with, these psychic abilities, those are meant to expand you and expand your consciousness and expand and deepen your connection with yourself and the divine and the all. This is all about expansion. And there's no reason to feel bad for feeling fear around that, because it's a very normal human response to new, otherworldly, potentially expansive, stretching experiences that are outside of what you know. So this isn't saying not to have the fear, but it's just saying to check yourself and to be aware of it and to understand it and not judge it, but also take control of your own consciousness and say, I am bigger than the fear. I am braver and more powerful than this energy that I've been in of sitting in the dark, waiting for nothing, letting my thoughts spin, feeling, feeling everything that has happened in the past and projecting that into the future when that's just not the case. as long as you're, again, becoming aware and conscious and working on yourself. We don't repeat patterns when we're learning the lessons, or sometimes we might repeat a pattern, but it's not going to negatively affect us the same way because we're aware and conscious now this time around. So it won't have the same impact, if that makes sense. So if you're fearful of something repeating, if it repeats and you're aware, it's just not going to hit you the same way as it did before. You're not going to get hurt. That's just the fear and the emotional response in the body. So, yeah, this definitely feels like, you're in a process and you're being asked here with the fertility. This is the Empress card in traditional tarot. It feels like you're being asked to ground yourself and surround yourself with energy that you find beautiful. Whether that's, you listening to music that fills you up with joy. Like the word resonance is coming through, and this kind of feels like resonance. Films that you like, watching videos of creators that you admire and resonate with, going outside into nature, eating foods that feel nourishing, regardless of the number in your bank account right now, inviting in that abundant, rich spirit that is already there within you. Allow that to take up space and feel rich. Just, if you're lying in your bed, even like feeling the opulence of the sheets around you and the coziness. It's like this is asking for a presence and joy in your presence, and softening and letting roots grow down from you into your current environment, your current situation. Just allow yourself to be there, to not need to change anything, to see the best in your situation, to make the most of it, to nurture yourself emotionally, spiritually, physically, to honor your divine feminine essence. Even if you're a male watching this, we all have those needs, right? I mean, even if you're a masculine energy is attracted to feminine energy because of the appreciation that the masculine has for the feminine. And truthfully, that's because the feminine represents a part of the masculine and vice versa. So if you're masculine watching this, although, oftentimes people who are more feminine leaning tend to watch tarot because tarot in and of itself can be a more feminine practice with the psychic arts. But this is just an invitation to appreciate the feminine essence of being. So, and that will help alleviate any fears, any feelings of not good enough, scared, trapped, what have you. And this is the frequency that allows these partnerships and alliances to come in full and stick and resonate. Like that word just keeps coming up. Like I just feel this resonance coming through. And being in this energy helps you listen to your guides, your inner voice. It helps you trust your own intuition and your own vision. And I'm also hearing like the things that you're envisioning for yourself are happening. They are true. The vibration and frequency of what you're envisioning for yourself is anchoring. Of course, the process takes time. But as you ground yourself, as you settle into your own beingness, the manifestations also do the same. They drop down from the psychic astral 5D realm and into the earth realm. the manifestation, the seeds sprouting, and you reaping the rewards at the right time. But in this current moment that you're in, there's a lot of beauty in the receiving of the divine energies and the receiving of these opportunities and connections that are around you, the receiving of the visions that you are having for yourself and for others, and for the world, for what's possible in your reality. So let's see here. Now I think I'm going to pull from the Untamed Truth deck this guy here. And let me just reposition this, and we're going to see for my pile 1, what do you most need to know right now? What does my pile 1 most need to know right now for their highest good? What does my pile 1 need to know? Okay. So we have Messenger, and then we also have Fear. 2 cards want to come out, so we'll take them both. And it's interesting that we have the red coming through, which is the root chakra, all about your sense of safety and security in your environment. It can talk about those survival instincts that can kick in when new energy comes forward, and it can feel like a threat, and like the root chakra, the survival instincts sort of activate, and it can kind of pull you back into fear mode, right? At the bottom of the deck here, we have creation. So you're definitely in a process of divine creation. Like things are still formulating and coming together, and yeah. The Messenger card here is making me think of those connections, partnerships, networking, that type of thing coming through. I feel like you're going to be in your environment and, you know, moving about your day, moving about your life, just kind of doing what you're doing already. And like a little bird dropping onto a branch, it's like something's just going to appear before you with some sort of message, communication, connection. Like keep your ears out for truth from people. Listen for things people are saying that touch something within you on a deeper level. Be receptive to what other people have to say that feel positive, that feel like they're inviting you out of the fear survival state. Because the sense coming through so strongly right now is that other people, it's like almost like God's messengers is coming through. It's like they're gonna come forward into your experience and pull you out of your own fear. Of course, you can still have boundaries. You can still say, you know, like I'm doing my own thing right now. It's whatever you're comfortable with. Sometimes we're not ready for change, or sometimes what other people are offering is not for us. Be discerning always. Use your better judgment, of course, but you'll know when someone is speaking truth and when it is in support of a version of yourself that you know you are capable of and that is desired. And you desire on a deeper level to leave the fear state because it's exhausting, right? So you're going to resonate with people who can offer you advice and wisdom and opportunity that brings you outside of that. And you might still be afraid, again, to step out of that comfort zone and into something else. But that's just natural. Like there's nothing wrong with this. It's just natural. So allow yourself grace and the space to be in a process. Because with the skeleton here, it reminds me of the death card, which is all about change and transformation. So whatever transformation you're in right now, it's going to ask you to level up and to follow the signs and to pay attention and listen for God in all things while still being true to yourself. Okay. So that's that. I feel like I'm going to pull a White Light Oracle from Alana Fairchild. This is that. These have very beautiful messages. I don't know these all by heart, so I will be using the booklet to get the message for you. But we'll see what wants to come through for pile one, for their highest good, right? What wants to come through for pile one? Okay, perfect. And that's so interesting because the back of all the cards is this wolf, and you pulled the wolf. So, Beta of Spirit Wolf. These cards talk about different frequencies, sound frequencies that you can listen to in accordance with the energy. So I'm gonna get the booklet out. This is card 23. And I basically opened right on the page. Okay, so the message of Beta of Spirit Wolf says, give yourself enough rest. Only then will you be able to ground yourself enough to cultivate focus and motivation to fulfill your path. You will find a way through any tricky situations as you tune into your instincts and trust your own timing. From times of change and uncertainty comes confidence, love, and resilience. Embrace transition. Commit to your tasks and stay focused, but be flexible in your approach. You have the skill to intuitively handle any issue. So that speaks exactly with what we were talking about. You know, having grace through change and transition, trusting your instincts and intuition. You know, wolves are part of a pack. You don't have to be alone anymore. You can trust other people, other connections around you coming in. Be discerning like a wolf, but embrace that wolf-like spirit of joining together with others in connection, like-minded spirits, like-minded souls. You know, you might resonate with the wolf totem animal, spirit animal. But interesting how the light here is, you know, around the third eye and crown area. And also here around like the throat heart area too. So there is this cosmic awakening and aligning and opening for divine information to come through. Let's just see if there's any other messages that want to come through. Yeah, I'm feeling like teamwork energy, collaborative energy, and that doesn't always have to be with work. That can just be like finding your spirit tribe and feeling like you're a part of something. Lastly, I do think I want to pull a Angel Answers card here. And this will wrap up your reading. God Source, what does pile one need to know? Okay, 2 cards, interesting. Okay, so we have No Need to Worry and Romance. So the romance card is connecting with those connections coming in, right? You have 2 souls here connecting, and they're intertwined on the 5D. So this tells me that you are attracting your tribe, and in that process, potentially a love interest partner, someone who really resonates with your soul. Multiple people are coming in for you, it feels like, but it just feels like just pay attention to the resonance you feel with certain people, because that's going to tell you what you need to know in the heart space, how you feel a sense of warmth, a sense of ease and safety. Again, with new connections can come fear, right? But sometimes we are afraid of that warmth and safety within a connection, or we're afraid that it's not real, that it's not safe for us, that it will come and go as quickly as it entered. But this is telling me that, like, you can trust these new people coming in. There's no need to worry. There's nothing to fear other than fear itself. There is joy coming in. There is passion coming in for you. There is activation and movement coming in for you. And there is a greater sense of connection with the divine and the all in a very profound, magical, beautiful way. I'm feeling summertime energy with this. So I'm filming this in the summer now, but this is a timeless reading. So, but whenever you're watching this, you can embrace this like godly summertime celebration and feelings of ease and peace. Invite that in. And this is also your connection with yourself and your guides and the divine being activated right now. Like that Empress energy was saying, settle into yourself, into that comfort, into that love and connectedness. Yeah. So that's the message I have for you right now. I hope you join me for the next one. Hopefully this resonated for you. And I would really appreciate you liking, commenting, subscribing, as I'm just getting started with this, and I'm enjoying it so far. So thank you so much, and have a good rest of your day or night, wherever you are. Bye. Hi, Pile 2. Welcome back to my channel. I really appreciate you watching. So you chose the Amethyst Crystal with the True Black Tarot here. So today we are looking into what you need to know right now. This is coming from your higher self, your higher power, your inner self. We're only calling in that which is of the highest light and highest truth for your highest good, okay? So I've already saged myself and the decks we're using today. So we are asking for my pile 2, what do they need to know right now? God, source, creator. Okay, so first card out is the 10 of Pentacles. What does pile 2 need to know right now for their highest good? What does pile 2 need to know right now? I'm already hearing just a channeled message that you're shedding your skin like a snake. But I'm getting this sense of joy and excitement in that process. This is something you are embracing and doing in your own timing with a sense of appreciation and ease. This transition is not always easy, but you're doing it with a sense of fun almost, is what I'm getting. We have here the Knight of Wands. What does pile 2 need to know right now? Spirit's saying that you deserve a congratulations, you deserve acknowledgement for the work that you've been doing on yourself with grace. We have the 9 of Cups here. Beautiful. Look at that. Grace and appreciation is coming through here with you. And if you're not resonating with that right now, then it's definitely the invitation to invite that in. Lastly, we have the Tower card. Interesting. Definitely a change, dissolving the old self, for sure. Makes sense with what I was picking up. Wow. This is beautiful. At the bottom of the deck here, we have the Ace of Wands. Gorgeous. Wow, okay. You're moving in the direction that you want to be moving in, whether you can see the path ahead of you or not. There's just this warm glow around you right now, and your path is blessed, and your wishes are coming true, coming into manifestation, grounding in reality, and setting you up for the long term. You are truly being blessed here. You're moving forward with less fear than before. You're moving away from the fear. You're breaking down and dissolving the fear consciousness within your body. And this has caused discomfort, of course, because I don't care who you are, the breakdown process is never comfortable. But there is a sense of embrace here and of I am empowered and I am going to move forward as myself with strength and excitement. The Knight of Wands is a very adventurous, excited energy, right? It moves forward with gusto. I don't know, that's what's coming through. So, I mean, it feels like other people may have been involved with this breakdown, meaning potentially moving away from other people, understanding that the types of people that you were around before were aligned with the old version of yourself that was more limited in its understanding of what's possible for you. And so now as you're moving out of that, shedding that skin, like you feel like you're free to actually move, whereas before other people may have been holding you back. It's like now you can really just glide almost in your own energy, because your own energy is aligned with the universe, which allows for that gliding, that it's more effortless, right? I'm not saying it's easy to go through this process and to allow this to happen, but the stage that you're at right now watching this is more aligned with this beautiful, beautiful future, because my God, we have the 9 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles here. I mean, these cards are just so beautiful, rich, opulent. The gold here, the red here of having everything you need covered. All your basic needs are met, and then some. Enjoying the luxury of fruit, the juice of life, being taken care of. Know that it is your birthright to be taken care of. However that happens, you understand that you don't have to work hard in certain ways in order to be abundant, that is your birthright, and you understand that. So the way that you move through the world is effortless, because you know that you're worthy of whatever's required for this abundance in a positive way. For you, maybe you know, what might look like hard work for some is not hard work for you because you're just so aligned with what you're doing. And for others, how you're manifesting might look effortless, but it's just because you're so in flow. And right now you're really setting yourself up for some long-term, I don't know, I'm just hearing investment, just riches, stability, contentment, wishes coming true, things that you've wanted to do coming to fruition, dreams that you've envisioned, like kind of just manifesting in front of you, and it's kind of like, whoa, there it is. Okay, it's happening. Maybe, possibly, these manifestations will come as a surprise, as a shock to you. Maybe in the past, it hasn't always been this effortless and easy. So now that you're in a new frequency and energy, the way things manifest for you now are almost like, whoa, holy shit, like, this is real. And the manifestational power that you have available to you is making itself more and more real. And you're beginning to actually understand these principles that maybe you've known about already for some time, but it's like seeing them, applying them and seeing them work and seeing them in practice in the 3D physical reality. It's like, oh my God, it's not just some pipe dream. It's the manifestation and realization of everything that you maybe once only had in your mind space or held in your heart as a desire. But this is so beautiful. What beautiful affirmation for you. You know, money coming in unexpected ways, family money. Wow. You know, this is going to apply differently to different people viewing this pile, but these are just the broad strokes of what's happening in your frequency right now, which is beautiful. And again, even if you're not currently seeing around you the physical evidence of this, you're feeling it inside, at least. You should be connecting with this abundant wish fulfillment energy within your heart now. And even if you're not there doing that, you've done so much work on yourself where maybe if you're unconscious of 1111 on the timer, if you're unconscious of all the work that you've done and how that's benefiting you, it's like, boom, it's going to hit like lightning and you're going to be like, oh my God. So that's pretty cool. Next, we're going to pull from the White Light Oracle from Alana Fairchild. And I don't know the cards by heart, so I will be reading from the book. They're not long messages, at least the part that I'm going to read. So what does my pile 2 need to know for their highest good right now, God Source? What does pile 2 need to know? I mean, I'm just getting full body chills. There's so much light entering your space that you're inviting in. Okay, nope, not yet. Okay, let's see. There we go. Okay. So you had 2 cards come up. I will read both of them. Again, they're not long, the descriptions that I will be reading. So the first one, 7 Blessings of Eve, card 7. Okay, this is what it says. A spiritual gift shall enter your heart and manifest as a blessing in your life. You have innate talents and abilities which will support your soul into full, glorious manifestation. You have been blessed with a beautiful divine destiny to fulfill. You have natural healing ability. Choose your thoughts and words so they reflect what you truly wish to put out into the world, because your influence is stronger and further reaching than you realize. Wow. I mean, if that's not confirmation, I don't know what is. So that was 7 blessings of Eve. That's beautiful. Making your way towards your divine purpose, what you're meant to experience in this earth plane. Oh my God, and the snake imagery I was getting earlier, there it is. Wow, incredible. Wow. Okay, now we're gonna read the Perfume of Sophia, card number 12. You will be able to sense the best timing and approach to take. To create space for healing and resolution, connect to your body and ground yourself in the here and now with body-friendly practices. You will find your way intuitively and instinctively, even through confusing circumstances, where one moment you are sure the answer is no, and the next moment you are sure it is yes. Give up trying to figure the answer out right now and remain open with positive but relaxed expectation that clarity shall emerge spontaneously according to divine timing. So this is just really just telling me that as you're moving through your transition with ease and grace, if anything comes up in that mind space around you, in other people, in your environment, there's truly nothing to worry about if you're settled in your own energy. Like everything's working out for you, and there's no reason to get caught up on anything. I don't feel like you are with the energies that have been showing up, but if, we're all human, whether you're a master manifestor or not, we're all human, and things come up. So like it said, body-friendly practices, yoga, qigong, tai chi, exercise, getting out into nature. This all feels very good for you right now as far as smoothing out any potential rough edges as you're pulling out of your old skin. That will just be very helpful to aid you in this process, this beautiful transition that you're in, of receiving so much positivity in your life and light. So that's that. I will now pull from the Untamed Truth deck. For my beautiful pile twos, what message do they need to hear right now for their highest good, God's source? Pile two, what do they need to hear right now? Pile two, oh, whoa. Well, 3 cards wanted to come out, so we're gonna take them. Cycles, creation, and earth. So this is just telling me that you've been working on your frequency and energy for a while now. You've gone through a lot of cycles with different people, with different situations, and you've learned so much. And through that learning, you're creating something new. You've been creating something new in the 5D higher realms, and now it's finally time for you to experience that spiritual energy that you've been creating, anchoring into the 3D reality, into your heart space. It's time for you to experience abundance. And this is echoing that message of nature, the earth, going outside, connecting with trees and plants, the sun. This is aiding you in this manifestational process that you're in right now. It's so, so beautiful. You're creating things that at one point you might have thought were impossible. It's happening. It's divine. And I'm picking up the message that as things continue unfolding and happening and anchoring and manifesting for you, you're going to be seeing synchronistic signs everywhere you go, repeating numbers, just weird occurrences. Like you're going to be seeing the framework of the matrix, or you're going to be seeing the matrix like cracking for you in certain ways. It's going to be incredible. Life is about to get really good for you as you continue doing what you've been doing because of everything you've gone through already. That's all fed into this new stage that you're moving into. So showing gratitude for everything that's come before will be also helpful in this process that you're in. You've done such good work, and you are getting a resounding round of applause from your spirit team. Yeah. Okay, so lastly, I will pull an Angel Answers Oracle card, which is this deck here. What does Pile 2 need to know right now? God Source, for their highest good. What does Pile 2 need to know right now? What does Pile 2 need to know right now? Okay. Listen to your intuition. So your intuition has been what's been guiding you to this point. It's never steered you wrong. Even if it's guided you in the past into difficult situations, those were always to teach and grow you so that you could get to this point you're at now of being on the precipice of an amazing, bright, abundant, loving new reality. Your intuition is on fire right now. And you, if you're watching this video, I'm sure that you already have an inkling and know that all of this is true. And this is just additional confirmation for you. God loves you so much. The divine presence is all around you, supporting you, and you are aware of this, and you're receiving this, and that's what's allowing everything to move and glide effortlessly. I also feel like for some of you, you may be called to travel the world to different places at a certain point in time. Whether that's soon or in the future, it feels like you're meant to fly and be seen and loved and appreciated by other people, and you're meant to love, see, and appreciate other people. There's this mutual exchange happening between you and other light beings on the planet and other beings in need of healing on the planet. So this is an amazing thing, and I feel blessed to have been able to channel it for you to confirm that. So thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you in the next one. Please, if you resonated with this message, like, comment, subscribe, share, all of that. And we'll see you next time, okay? Bye. Hi, Pile 3. So you chose the Selenite Wand with the holographic Rider-Waite deck. So this deck, the edges are like the plastic's a little frayed or like coming loose somehow. So you might get some ASMR when I'm shuffling, but the cards are still very cool. So the message we're getting for you is, what do you need to know right now? Of course, this is from the higher realms, your higher self, your inner self, spirit guides, God, source, the universe, right? We're only calling in information that is from the highest light for your highest truth right now, watching this video. So Pile 3, what do they need to know, God? Whoa. Yeah, I don't know if you can hear the weird crinkling. 3. Pile 3, what do they need to know right now? 8 of Swords. King of Pentacles. Here, let's get this straight. Okay. Pile 3, what do they need to know right now, God? The Page of Cups. Pile 3, what do they need to know? Okay. And the 7 of Swords. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Lovers card. So I'm going to put that at the top here. Okay. Let me just take a second to tap into the energies. I'm hearing truth be told in my head. So there's some truth that's being hidden from you. And I'm getting that it's about how somebody feels about you. Interest that may be there romantically. They could be an earth sign here with the King of Pentacles. But there's definitely feelings being hidden. 7 of Swords is all about trying to get away with something or hiding something or wearing a mask. And the Page of Cups is like that flirtatious, childlike sense of like having a crush on somebody, wanting to offer your cup of love in a very sweet way. So whatever connection this is, there's an inner sweetness to it, but it feels like one or both of you in this scenario feels trapped, bound, unable to come out and just, you know, say what needs to be said, express feelings. And what's coming through is like, it's because this person, it doesn't feel like them wearing a mask and hiding is coming from a bad place. It's coming from an innocent place, but it's just because this is innocence, right? They're a sweet person. They're innocent in this situation, but it's just, it feels like they just don't know how to come forward and come out because they have their own blind spots and they don't see that doing so, coming out and expressing, is actually safe and okay, is actually would give them what they want. But they're just so used to running away and so used to not facing those types of emotions and forms of expression, those gestures of love, expressions of love. It's like they're so not used to that they would rather just hold back and just, you know, it feels like they're wondering how you're feeling too, but it's like almost like they're more comfortable in the dark. They're more comfortable in the not knowing for sure, right? I don't know what I'm picking. I was just picking up like this person is very talented for some reason, and maybe that's connected with this King of Pentacles here. This person is good at what they do. This person, like maybe what you're attracted to in this person is that they are stable in certain ways, financially, potentially. they seem very down to earth. Here's that fraying plastic I was talking about. Not fraying, peeling. Anyhow, interesting. Maybe they're in the process of peeling off their sort of outer shell. Maybe they appear to be this kind of strong and stable masculine presence to other people, but inside and maybe with you, you can feel their inner sweetness and that like the inner child that comes out when they interact with you. Maybe other people don't get to see that part of them as much because they're guarded with most people, or they keep this part of themselves hidden away and compartmentalized. But it's like something about your connection makes them feel like a kid again, like this giddy sort of feeling. But yeah, I mean, there's definitely like above the whole spread, we have the Lovers card. So there's definitely some type of purpose to this connection. There's some sort of divinity shared between you two. And this is a divinely guided connection. And that's not always to say that, yes, like the relationship's going to end in happily ever after and perfect union and all this stuff. But this is happening for a reason. There's a divine reason for you and this person interacting. Because your souls recognize each other. They can see each other. And also, these two people are naked, so you can sense the vulnerability and the rawness and the true, naked, stripped down version of this other person, and they can see that in you. Which is why you have the fears coming up, which is why you have these masks in place, because oftentimes when these connections come forward, the masks are highlighted even more because it's like they hold on to those even more, because it feels like a threat to the whole charade, if that makes sense, to how they've established themselves in amongst their peers or in their community, just in their environment, wherever they are. It's like they're established as this King of Pentacles who's solid, stable. There's a warmth to their energy, but there's also a slight guardedness, and possible inaccessibility, just possibly, for other people, or this part of them is inaccessible, and maybe other people can see that this is in there too, but they just don't allow other people access to this sweet romantic side of them. But because they feel that way with you, in their mind, it's a threat to the system, and they're like, oh God, like this is all happening on the subconscious, but it just feels very scary for this part of them to sort of be exposed and seen by somebody. Like they're so not used to that, being seen and honored so purely, and for them seeing and honoring someone, that same energy in somebody else so purely, that it just feels kind of overwhelming to them. Yeah. And it feels like they're okay when it comes to like money and like their career and stuff, whatever they're doing. But it seems like emotionally and mentally, they're still possibly working through some things to kind of cut through the shell to the ooey gooey center, if that makes sense. I'm very curious about this. Part of me wants to actually draw more tarot because I feel like there's more advice here for you. I did not do this with the other piles, but okay. So, God, Source, Spirit. What does my pile 5 of Swords? What does my pile 3 need to know, excuse me, about this connection at this present moment? What does my pile 3 need to know about this connection in this present moment? 10 of Swords, Queen of Pentacles. We'll get one more. And the 2 of Wands. At the bottom of the deck, 5 of Pentacles. Oh, it's tough. I understand situations like this for sure. Like, this connection is hitting on some insecurities and fears that this person has about themselves, about their worth emotionally, like getting their emotional needs met. This goes back to their childhood. And patterns in their life that they know they need to end, they need to cut out. But this is very difficult for them and very uncomfortable for them. It's causing a lot of internal upheaval and battle. And again, it really throws their self of identity, their sense of identity into question in a sense. Because again, this earthy, you have the Queen of Pentacles now, which is this earthy energy that we know they already have. It's like they see themselves as this solid, stable person. So it's like as soon as you're coming into the picture, this connection's coming into the picture, it's highlighting all these things that they were not really dealing with before on the mental, emotional healing front. And maybe there are things in their life that are unhealthy ways of being in their life that this is highlighting for them. And so it's like they're just not in this position to like move towards you right now, unfortunately. With like 2 of Wands, can talk about like a standstill energy and sort of like planning and like viewing from a distance. So it's like, you know, whether or not you're in close proximity with each other on a daily basis, or if you don't really see each other very often, it's like there's a sense of distance between you two and sort of thinking of you from afar. It's interesting because you have one of the feet kind of on solid ground on the rock, and one of them is just kind of hanging there. So it's like they're not on solid ground as far as making any moves towards you. But I understand why you're attracted to their energy, because it is there's a warmth there and it's solid and stable. It's giving the illusion of solid and stable on the physical outside superficial front. But it's like internally that they have things going on that they need to work through right now. And like, this isn't telling me that there will be movement anytime soon. It feels like this is one of those situations where you kind of have to like say, okay, they're going through something right now. They're going through an internal battle. I have to pull back because I cannot be in, that's their responsibility that they need to take for themselves. And I cannot put myself in their energy. I have to be in my own energy, right? And that's maybe what also this Queen of Pentacles is talking about, is you being present with yourself in your own experience and not projecting yourself outward into their pain, because maybe this is mirroring patterns that you're putting to a close with, you know, connections, relationships that are non-reciprocal, unavailable. Maybe this is all addressing like self-worth problems you've had, and that you need to like walk away from entertaining situations like this where someone isn't ready. Even if you do feel that soul connection, and even if you do feel that there's a purpose in this, sometimes the purpose is in just letting someone deal with their own shit and not take responsibility for them, you know? And to really honor yourself and your own space and your own healing space and your own abundance. Like that seems like that's what it's asking of you right now. So, okay, now we're gonna pull a White Light Oracle card from Alana Fairchild. And I don't know all of the meanings of the cards by heart, so I'm gonna refer to the booklet, but they're not long, the parts that I will be reading. So pile 3, what does pile 3 need to know right now for their highest good, God Source? Messages from the highest white light. What do they need to know right now for their situation watching this video now in this current time, space, reality that they are in? Whoa. Okay. We have 2 cards here, so I will read them both. I don't know how to pronounce this. Ein Sof-Ar, card 22. And Shekinah, card 6. Okay. I'm going to read card 6 first because it's first in the book. This says, the spiritual worlds want to help you resolve your worldly concerns. It is safe for you to rely on spirit as a loving, protective, helpful, and practical presence, able to positively affect all areas of your life, including facilitating the resolution of physical problems. Do not limit your spirituality to concepts. Instead, apply your higher knowledge and principles, grow your wisdom, and live your path. Acknowledge your value as a person, as a soul. Treasure the gift of your path, and let your spirituality integrate with all facets of your life. So this is really speaking on bringing that focus back to yourself, to your own path, to your own healing journey, to finding your peace and allowing that upset energy, that frustrated energy to dissolve, to settle, to, bring it in, bring it back home, right? Trusting spirit, trusting that these situations that come forward into our life teach us and help us and remind us the value of a reciprocity, there we go, and B, filling our own cups, right? Allowing spirit to fill our cup, connecting with spirit, connecting with our own path and our own values. Do you want to be with somebody? Do you want to pine over somebody who is damaged and not ready and hurting in private? Do you want to be with someone who can't be vulnerable and can't show who they are to other people? Or would you rather focus on yourself and your own joy and your own vulnerability and connection with yourself and others in a meaningful way so that someone else can come in and match that because you're not entertaining anything else? That's really what's coming through with this. So 22, let me go to that in the book. It says, a way through the struggle has already been created for you, and you are being led onto that path. Your authentic soul path may include recognition and acclaim, notable success, and admiration. Be grateful, but do not be dazzled or distracted by such experiences. Focus on what connects you to your heart and grounds you in the simplicity of spiritual truth, which is the practice of love, kindness, and peace. This will allow for successful progress in the material world without disturbing the sanctity of your soul. So this is really saying, focus on your spiritual path. Focus on what you're good at. Focus on your gifts, the ways in which you can be seen and recognized by the world and appreciated, That is the very thing that's going to lead to your fulfillment. Not focusing on somebody who isn't fulfilled themselves. They're not ready for their own fulfillment, Simplify your headspace, simplify your heart space, bring it back home again your spiritual path. That is the answer. You know, truth. Embodying the truth that you already know exists within you, the love, the kindness, the peace, all of that. That's what you're looking for in a partner. So honor that within yourself and don't compromise on that, you know? Don't let your peace be disturbed because someone else can't meet you where you already are. You're already ahead of them in the ways that count. Maybe you were looking at their material stability and thinking that they had something figured out that you don't, but you're doing the work that you need to be doing now. And that will be met with reward at the right time. So, those are those cards. I will now pull a Untamed Truth card. My pile 3, what do they need to know right now for their highest good? God. My pile 3, what do they need to know right now for their highest good? My pile 3. Okay. Water. So this is talking about the emotional space and really honoring your emotional needs right now. Are the people that you're entertaining or thinking about, are they able to fulfill your emotional needs? Are their emotional needs fulfilled? We cannot project our emotional needs onto other people, you know, or expect that of them if they can't even provide that for themselves and if they're not available. This is asking you to feel the frustration, to feel everything that's coming up around this situation, this person, these patterns. You know, of course it's going to bring, like, cutting that out, leaving that behind is going to bring up some frustration of disappointment. You know, it might highlight the loneliness. It might highlight the ways in which you're recognizing you haven't been taking care of yourself. You've been seeking outside of yourself for that meaning and validation connection. Maybe you need to drink more water. I don't know. Maybe you need to submerge your body in water to heal and cleanse. Maybe water practices are really good for you right now, going to a lake or the ocean or the beach, wherever you are. Maybe just cleansing yourself in the shower or taking a bath, something that feels nourishing to you. Holding space for your emotions, telling yourself, I allow my emotions to exist and to be felt and seen and loved by me, so that I can move through my own process and allow in whatever is nourishing to me emotionally and not be met with all these walls and obstacles, and just to flow with your natural rhythms. Yeah, flow is big right now, spiritual flow. Because, you know, sometimes these other people can be distractions. And of course, people come into your life for a purpose, but sometimes that purpose is a reminder to bring it back home to you. And also with this, I'm getting that it is okay to love that other person, to feel connected to that other person, to feel for that other person, to send them love. It's okay, as long as you're not taking away from your own cup being filled, from you filling your own cup. And also with you being realistic and understanding that people are where they are. And you don't have to wait around for anybody who's not ready for you right now. That's when it's time to focus on other things that mean something to you. Okay, so lastly, I will pull an Angel Answers card. Whoa. Spirit, what does Pile 3 need to know right now? What does Pile 3 need to know right now? Okay. Reconsider. Yeah, so this is giving me Queen of Swords energy, which is all about discernment, using your sight, your intuition, your voice, your knowing and understanding, and, you know, using what you're seeing as evidence of what your next step needs to be. You might want to reconsider this person or this connection or this yearning that you have for this person, or this idea of this person that you have in your mind, that they may be on a pedestal in your mind in some kind of way. And this is really asking you to cut that down, cut that away, and really trust yourself and trust that everything is happening for the highest good. If it comes in effortlessly, let it. If it goes or is not coming in, let that be as well. Reconsider your investment in this person, in these types of situations, and you will be okay. Everything's flowing. You're moving into a quieter, softer space within yourself where you can read books and listen to music and go out into nature, sit in the sun, eat good food, connect with friends, or, you know, connect with content online that you enjoy. But this is about you right now. And the right person will come in because it's divinely orchestrated. You know, you have angel wings around you, protecting you. Rejection is God's protection. If someone isn't ready for you, it's not time. Someone once told me the right person won't come in at the wrong time, right? So if it's the wrong timing with this person, they're not right for you right now. And you can't hope that they will be later, because later doesn't exist. All that exists is the present and what's best for you right now. So hopefully that message resonated, and if it did, like, comment, share, subscribe, and hope to see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, and hope you have a great rest of your day or night.